Hello, and welcome to Mindfulness for Anxiety. Deepening one's understanding of anxiety is a great first step. So, in order for us to use an exercise or meditation effectively, it's important that we understand the subtleties of what it's going to be addressing. To begin, I'll simply define anxiety for you. Anxiety is characterized by feelings of fear, worry, or unease. And these feelings can range from being subtle to strong and have varying influences over our lives. It's a very normal phenomenon that's linked to our stress response. However, for some people, it actually ends up standing in the way of our ability to live deep and meaningful lives. Whilst anxiety is understood to exist within the mind, it also has a profound effect on our physical bodies as well. So, some symptoms of anxiety from mind to body will include feelings of panic and fear, feelings of helplessness or despair, a sense of danger that's most often not life threatening, withdrawing from work, friends, or family, irritability and agitation, feeling overwhelmed, increased heart rate, chest pain, palpitations, upset stomach and digestive issues, sleep disturbances, and sweating. Since we're all unique, anxiety manifests itself differently within each of us. Sometimes it's easy to notice, while at other times it's not. And while it might be similar to stress, anxiety is most often present in the absence of real or imminent danger. And while an acute stress response helps us to respond when we're in danger, persistent anxiety has a negative impact on our abilities to cope. When we're working with anxiety, it's also important to note the limitations of mindfulness and meditation. Both are incredible and powerful tools for exploring anxiety, and many people will benefit from other complementary treatment modalities. So, just to note, for each individual, the road to learning to manage anxiety will be different and unique to them. So, how can mindfulness help anxiety? As I mentioned, mindfulness and meditation are beneficial tools for managing the experience of anxiety. Mindfulness can help shed a new light on your experience and help you to develop new perspectives and gain clearer insights. Through mindfulness, you can put a distance between yourself and your emotions. So, when you're having to challenge or if negative thoughts do arise, you get better at witnessing them rather than fusing and attaching to them. There are a number of scientific studies that have supported the role of mindfulness and meditation in lessening anxiety. And there are a variety of mechanisms to explain why this is so. So, first of all, mindfulness will help to shift your perspective. It encourages us to step aside from our habitual thoughts. And in doing so, we start to curiously and compassionately explore the waves that move through us. This will help strengthen our connection to the stable core beneath the surface of our thoughts and feelings. It helps us to connect the mind to the body. Mindfulness of the body helps us to recognize that emotions are also a physical experience. And as we become curious about the location of anxiety within the body, our inner dialogue softens. And why? This is because as we turn into physical sensations, our attention shifts and the mind is put on the back burner. This grants us an entryway into peace of mind. It eases the stress response. Many mindfulness and meditation practices incorporate breath work because the breath plays a large role in the body's stress response. To elaborate, when feelings of anxiety arise, the breath often becomes shallow and the body acts as if it were in imminent danger. The blood quickens, the digestive system shuts off, and our hormones enter into that fight, flight, or freeze mode. At this stage, turning into the breath and gradually deepening it helps us to initiate the counteractive relaxation response. And through this mechanism, both the body and mind will begin to settle. The anxious thoughts that once held a tight grip begin to soften as we return back to equilibrium. Changing the brain. So, meditation reduces anxiety through shifting the function of the brain. So, for example, studies have found that mindfulness practices can, over time, cause the amygdala, which is the area of the brain associated with fear, to shrink. So, with no further ado, we'll jump into our first meditation, which is called Finding Your Breath. So, finding the breath is a breath centered meditation that is very simple and offers a brief introduction into mindful breathing. And as the breath is a cornerstone of relieving anxiety, this practice is profound, even if it's quite simple. The body is always breathing, and the breath is constantly moving. So your breath is not only the best place to start, but it's a constant that you can return to anytime you find yourself needing a little bit of centering. In this practice, you'll focus on gently finding the breath in your body. There's nothing else to do or to figure out, no problems to solve. Just constantly returning to your experience of your body breathing. By doing so, you're training the mind to be at one with the experience without engaging in distractions. So to begin, find a comfortable position for the body. Sitting is often recommended as it will help to keep your body awake and energized. But you can also try this meditation lying flat on your back or standing up. Just find what feels comfortable and sustainable for a few minutes of stillness. Gently allow the eyes to close. If you're more comfortable with the eyes open, try softly gazing at the floor or ceiling or the image on the screen, depending on your position, and allow your eyes to relax and rest on this one spot. The idea here is to minimize distractions in your practice. Now, bring your awareness to your abdomen. Try to relax the muscles there. See if you can feel the natural rising and falling of your stomach. Imagine the body breathing itself. From the navel around to your obliques, try to notice the movement with each breath. Take a few deep breaths like this, focusing on that movement. Move your awareness up to your chest. And as you inhale, tune into the expansion of the lungs and the rising of the chest. As you exhale, feel the contraction and movement. See if you can follow the feeling of the breath from the beginning of your inhalation through to the end of your exhalation. Now, bring your attention to the nostrils. The feeling of the breath may be more subtle here. Try taking a deep breath to see what's present for you. You may notice a slight tickle on the tip of the nose as you breathe in. You may notice the breath slightly warmer on the way out. Rest your awareness on the body breathing in one of these 3 spots: your stomach, chest, or nose. And when your mind wanders, as it will, refocus on the direct experience of the breath. And we'll continue to observe the breath for the next few minutes. And as we wrap up this period of practice, bringing this awareness with you into your daily life, remember to stay in touch with the breath in your body as a way to help the mind remain present. And we'll move on now to our second meditation, which is all about practicing awareness of your experience. Often the buzz of mental activity draws us in and we become thoroughly caught in it. Sometimes this is so thorough that we can become intensely insensitive to our own moment-to-moment experience. The following meditation allows us to practice observing this buzz of mental activity without doing anything about it. To begin, assume a comfortable sitting position. Try to find a position where you are sitting straight and your shoulders are relaxed. Either close your eyes or arrange yourself so that you are looking at something non-distracting, like a blank wall, perhaps the image on the screen in front of you. center yourself. Bring yourself back into this room that you are in, to this space and time. Visualize your physical location on your road, in your house, in this room, and in this chair. Become aware of your body, of the physical positioning of your arms and legs, of your hands and feet. Notice the feeling of your body pressing against the chair, of the muscles around your eyes and jaw. Noticing the feelings of your skin. Become aware of your breathing. Follow your next breath as it comes in through your nose, travels through your lungs, moves your belly in and out, and leaves in the opposite direction. Ride the waves of your breathing without attempting to alternate. Just notice and pay attention as it happens. Now, do nothing but observe what comes up. Practice awareness. As sensations emerge in the body, just watch them. As feelings emerge in your awareness, just notice them. And as thoughts come into your awareness, just watch them. Watch them come and watch them go. Don't grab at anything and don't push anything away. If your mind wanders, if you find yourself getting angry or sad, or imagining something you want to say to someone, slipping into a fantasy, just notice that you've wandered off and bring yourself back in touch. Notice how you get sucked into the content of your thoughts and start to fuse with them. Notice your analytical, judgmental mind. Just notice yourself getting sucked in and bring yourself back again, gently, without judgment. Now, if you have judgments about how well or how poorly you are doing right now, notice these too. Your job here is to simply practice awareness. This means that if your mind wanders off 100 times, then your job is to gently bring it back to this moment 100 times, starting back with the present. Allow yourself to deeply engage in the present moment, to be deeply present with yourself. Even if you're having thoughts or feelings you don't like, try not to push them away and to adopt an attitude of acceptance, towards all parts of your experience, treating every experience gently, even if it's undesirable. And for the next few minutes, gently be present with yourself. And now we wrap up this period of practice. I invite you to remember to gently be present with yourself as you go about your day, and to not push away those internal experiences, thoughts, feelings, emotions that may arise. Our third meditation will focus on dealing with negative thoughts. This meditation directly addresses the negative thoughts that pass through us. It's the nature of passing and going. This helps to deepen one's understanding of the transient nature of all of our thoughts. No matter how much you try to think positive thoughts and to be optimistic about the future, unpleasant thoughts will still arise. You cannot avoid them, and there's no use in pretending that they aren't present. Your mindfulness practice can help you to approach these thoughts with curiosity. As you build an understanding of your unpleasant thinking patterns, they will no longer hook you in so strongly. You can learn to allow them to be present without letting them consume you. This exercise is a practice in letting thoughts go so that you're better able to do it when negative thoughts arise. To begin, close your eyes and tune into the points of contact in the body. So this could be the chair in contact with your back and buttocks, your feet on the ground, hands on your lap. Feel yourself grounded and stable as you sit. Breathe deeply, feeling the body supported by your chair or cushion, and pay attention to the experience in your mind. Notice any thoughts as they arise, and try to identify any emotions that go with them. Notice any thoughts, any negative thoughts, and note what you're thinking or feeling alongside these. If you can, try to avoid now the word negative, and instead identify each thought as sad, unpleasant, irritating, painful, or otherwise. We'll continue now for 5 minutes, practicing noticing any thoughts and their accompanying feelings. I'd like you to make impermanence the focus of this practice. See each thought and acknowledge it as it passes. Continue to note what you're thinking about and how it feels for you. Perhaps using noting phrases like coming, going, arising, passing. Let us begin now our 5 minutes of noting our thoughts and emotions as they arise and leave us. Now, let us return back to the body for a few deep breaths. And remind yourself that thoughts come and go, and you have a choice in whether or not you believe each one. When you're ready, on your next natural inhale, open your eyes. Great. Well, I hope you found that to be a really interesting experience of simply sitting with your thoughts and hopefully noticing how, like with most things, they come and go. We're now going to move on to our final meditation. Soft belly is a deeply relaxing and restorative practice. Since this type of breath work lessens your stress response, it helps to bring about feelings of peace, calm, and contentment, which can help to alleviate both the physical and psychological effects of anxiety. So, to reduce anxiety, I'd like you to start by taking a moment to relax your body, softening any unnecessary tension in your belly and shoulders, and finding a posture that feels both relaxed and alert. Now, close your eyes or look downwards and rest your hands on your lap in an easy and effortless way. Take a few moments to scan your awareness through the sensations of your body, and wherever possible, soften and release any obvious areas of physical tension. I find it often helps to start at either the top of your head and work down, or at your feet and work up, whatever feels the best for you. Relax your breath and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. For some, this may be a little unfamiliar, but when done, is a natural, easygoing way, and it can be a very relaxing way to breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, let your belly be soft. If the belly is soft, more oxygen goes to the bottom of the lungs. There's better oxygen exchange, and the oxygen moves more easily into your blood, and it goes to all the cells in the body, including the cells in the brain, supplying your brain with the nourishment it needs. If the belly is soft, this helps to activate the vagus nerve. Now, vagus means wandering, and this nerve wanders up through the abdomen and chest, back to the central nervous system in the brain, and it promotes relaxation. It is the antidote to the fight or flight stress response. Breathing deeply, activating the vagus nerve helps relaxation to come. And as the belly is soft, and as you breathe deeply, all the other muscles in the body begin to relax as well. And you can feel that now. Let us spend the next minute focusing on breathing deeply and activating our vagus nerve to promote full body relaxation. Some people like to think of the word soft as they breathe in and belly as they breathe out. See what that feels like for you. Breathing in, thinking soft, and belly as you breathe out. Should you notice thoughts come, let them go. And for the next few minutes, we'll focus on bringing the mind back to soft on the inhale and belly on the exhale. Soft, breathing in, belly, breathing out. Soft, breathing in, belly, breathing out. And continue this now. Now, slowly open your eyes and bring your attention back into the room. And notice how you feel. And notice what's changed from before you began to do this soft belly practice right now. You may find yourself feeling a little bit calmer. Your heart rate may feel like it's a little bit slower. You may be seeing the room around you with a little bit more clarity. You may feel more relaxed in the body, particularly the shoulders. see if you can to bring this same quality of kind awareness, of soft relaxation in the core of your body and being with you throughout the rest of your day. You can thank yourself for engaging in this mindfulness practice as it continues to support you to feel less and less anxious in the body and in your mind. Well, I'd like to thank everyone again for coming to this session. And as always, these exercises can be shortened or lengthened depending on the time and resources that you have around you. I would suggest that you practice on a regular basis those that felt right for you, because our mind, the cultivation of mindfulness, much like any muscle, requires exercise. Even 5 minutes a day can help you to develop the awareness and the skills to come back to the present moment. That will go a long way for tackling anxiety. As always, keep an eye on the City and Hackney Care Center YouTube channel for more mindfulness sessions that will be coming to you weekly.